Right, I'll call the special meeting of the Bethel Charter Revision Committee to order on Tuesday, February 18th at 6:38 PM. Ask everybody to rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So our first item, the consideration of approval of special meeting minutes, February 10th, 2020. I guess I will table that until we have quorum, because we can't do anything with that. And then consideration of revision from the Board of Selectmen. So really, the only open item would be the one about publication and the verbiage we chose for our revision. I think Attorney Biddy can fill us in his conversation with Attorney Lawler about his concerns and potential edits to ease his anxiety and just provide further clarity.
Sure. So I spoke with Marty this afternoon or early evening, and his concern with the language that we were adding to this specific provision was the language reading, or as allowed. This speaks to publication requirement.
Yeah.
Advertisement appearing in a newspaper having a general circulation in the town, or as allowed by revisions to the Connecticut, oh no, that's what I was suggesting, reading the wrong thing. Or another medium consistent with the requirements of the Connecticut General Statute. So that's the proposed language that we were putting forth. And his concern was that there's already been some argument and presentation that certain other publications, such as the Penny Saver or an online source, would be consistent with the Connecticut General Statutes as they're currently laid out. I am not of that opinion. He is not of that opinion. I don't know of many legal people that are of that opinion, but he thinks by putting this into the charter, it's only going to invite more of that argument. So his suggestion, and him and I just quickly brainstormed how we could make our intention more specific. Because I think the intention of the commission was to preserve the possibility to using another form of publication if and when the state statutes are changed by the legislature.
Right.
So his suggestion was simply say that in the charter, rather than this or another medium consistent with the requirements of the Connecticut General Statutes. Say something along the lines that should the Connecticut legislature change or revise the Connecticut General Statutes to change the publication requirement, the town of Bethel may comply with those changes. Kind of a catch-all provision that lets us take advantage of changes if they are made.
Right.
Consistent with our intention, but he thinks it would make his job and future town council interpreting that provision a bit easier.
I know, I think something along the lines of what you said.
So how would you word that?
Sounds good, yeah.
What's your rework on that?
So we would take out our revision completely on, or another medium consistent with the requirements of the
Okay.
general statutes.
Okay.
So just end period at the end of where it is currently, appearing in a newspaper, having a general circulation in the town, period. And then we could add another new sentence saying something, should the Connecticut legislature revise the any of the Connecticut General Statutes addressing a publication requirement, the town may comply with those, or well, not may comply, because
They have to comply. Right.
let's think of that. I mean, I can't imagine the legislature revising the statutes to making something more onerous to the publication requirement,
Right,
but we're assuming that they would make it easier and more. So should the Connecticut legislature revise the Connecticut general statutes with regards to any of the newspaper publication requirements, the town,
or to include other forms of communication? I don't know.
I mean, because a big part of our intention was to keep it as flexible as possible, so it's, I'm leery of,
statutes changing newspaper. I mean, we could say something along the lines of the town shall have the ability to take advantage of such revisions of.
yeah, that comply with,
So should the Connecticut legislature revise the Connecticut general statutes, changing the newspaper publication requirements, the town shall have the ability to change its requirements accordingly to comply.
That's good.
That sounds good.
mhm.
I like it.
Say it again.
What, you didn't get that? Come on, yeah.
Should the Connecticut legislature revise the Connecticut general statutes, changing the newspaper publication requirements, the town shall have the ability to change its requirements accordingly to comply.
Nick, do you have that typed out?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna, I'll make sure I get it from you
Mhm.
before I.
Let's see.
Yeah, and
Seems to
I could email it out.
capture everybody's concerns.
And I don't think, we didn't, if we look at the first one there, I don't think anyone had a problem with this. Is that,
Which one was that?
Too high, too low?
Yeah, that was
That's
voted
true.
on.
That was already
To
voted.
no, that
Yeah.
was the purchasing
Co-ops.
things.
Yeah, let me know.
Oh, yeah, we
Yes,
got,
they
it.
would
Yeah,
have language,
sorry.
'cause
I didn't have to write to that.
Yeah, department, yeah, that covered it. That's good.
Yeah.
Did you hear anything out of her?
No.
or we really can't even like adjourn the meeting, like we just, you know.
Yeah, just it stays open
Just-
until. Oh.
We'll just, I mean, I can type up these changes and then is there a time y'all would like to try to meet again?
You can do any day but Tuesday.
It'd have to be next week for me, because Robin leaves for Florida tomorrow.
Let me go grab my schedule for, oh, you know what? I'm good tomorrow, I'm good next week.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Well, budget
budget
meetings over?
meetings are,
Wrap up
well,
this
no,
month,
we'll,
Oh,
we'll move to the week after that, so I can.
I have a meeting Monday night and a public hearing in Greenwich on Tuesday night.
how about Wednesday?
Wednesday I'm free.
I have.
Yeah, actually, I think next week's wide open for me, because this is our.
Wednesday, I
What
have
about
a, BRTC meeting, so if we could
What time
do
is that?
7, so if we could do 6:30, that'd be great.
Now,
Yeah.
Parent University, do you need to be a part of
I
that?
can't, yes, I do.
And how about Thursday?
Thursday's good for me. For sure.
We can do Thursday.
How are you on that one,
Thursday, if we do it like at a 6:30 time, I could do it.
Nick? Okay. What's the date, February what?
27?
27.
June 27. Okay.
Okay, so 2/27, 6:30. Okay.
Hopefully the people that aren't here can make that day.
Yeah, that'd be good.